Try to leave a message on a 9/11 comment page. I get spammed. And I know it's you, Robbie Daniel. Or do I call you Marvin Meister? Or is that Bro Jack? I'm on to you, sir. Rid Rover. I bet he calls me Rid. Australian cunt you! No, I'm just kidding. You're alright. But enough with the spam, dude! What's going on here, brother? What you gonna do, brother? Alright, so enough already with the spam, dude. It's getting to be goddamn ridiculous. That's called bedbeard right there. Normally I'll throw a little dippity-doo in there and look rather sporty if I do say so myself, but the lighting here is not flattering at all. Alright, anyways, so back to 9/11. Let me just say this about that. Give me a fucking break, truthers. What are you doing? Use your goddamn heads, people. There were some memos, the memos were ignored, and the government has gotten away with it because of people like you, Mr. Meister, or Blowjob Jack, or whatever your name is. And Bobby Morrison with his fucking pod, this pod. There's no fucking pod on the goddamn plane, Bobby. A pod. They're gonna put a pod on the bottom of a fucking plane where everybody can see it. Here it comes, folks. Look, it's a plane. What's that on the bottom of the plane? Is that a pod I spy? It's ridiculous, Bobby. What's this? What's that? Explain this. We've explained it, sir. Now, put a sock in it already with the goddamn pod. And then you got Silky here trying to back me up, and now me and Silky are the same guy because we agree. Oh my God, two people with the same opinion. I mean, what are the odds? The lighting in here is not flattering at all. Not that bad looking, usually. Anywho, and then you got Quirkus over there. Quirkus seems like a good guy. He seems alright. I like Quirkus. The Quirkmeister. Quirk ass. Quirk. Come on, Quirk. What are you doing, brother? 9/11 was an inside job indeed. They let it happen, folks. They let it happen. There's evidence that they let it happen. It's mind-boggling. Nobody even addresses these memos. I try to bring them up, which might explain why I get spammed. Every single fucking comment is spam, spam, spam. I mean, what are you afraid of, people? Other than this horrible lighting. I mean, you know why they got away with it, don't you? It's because truthers have muddied the waters with so many ridiculous theories that nobody takes you people seriously anymore. I mean, if you'd gone after them for the memos, something might have been done. Probably not, but I mean, come on. Nothing is ever going to be done because of this thermite nonsense and these missiles at the Pentagon. I mean, come on, dude. Why would they not just crash a plane into the Pentagon? It just doesn't make any sense at all. Let's pretend to crash a plane into the Pentagon, but we'll fire a missile at the Pentagon instead. I know there'll be some witnesses there, but we'll get around that by, I don't know, threatening them with their lives. But won't there be some video footage? Uh-oh. I guess we could run around town confiscating videos from gas stations and hotels, release some grainy shit so the conspiracy theorists have something to work with. And even though we somehow were able to CGI some live footage in New York on a 15-second delay, because those weren't real planes either. Those were drones or holograms or something. I'm not sure what the theory is there. And then they plant a black box at the Pentagon that has a flight path that contradicts another flight path they released to the media. I mean, it's just... none of this makes any sense, folks. It's just silly. It's just silly. Bobby with his pod. Bobby the Podman Morrison going on and on about what about the pod, explain the pod, and the Flash. The Flash is kinetic energy being transferred to heat energy. It's science, Bobby. Science, Bobby. It's not a pod, a magical pod that can only be seen in one shot from one angle. I mean, the goddamn plane was filmed from every conceivable angle. It coming in from miles away, you got it from the side, you got it from underneath. There's one slow motion shot where there's this fucking shadow, and it's a pod. A pod. It's just silly.